So here's how to create a landing page for Facebook ads. In this video, we will be using lead pages, which helps you build high converting landing pages and is great for beginners who want something fast and easy to use. If you want to follow along with this tutorial step by step, click on my link below to start a free trial of lead pages so you can build your landing page alongside me. So starting off, let's click on pricing on the top of this page. And on the pricing page, you'll be able to view all the plans that they offer, starting with standard, pro, and custom. You can also switch between yearly and monthly. You can choose between whichever one that you want. Now let's head back and click on sign up free on the top right corner. Or if you already have an account, just click on login and log in to your account. So once logged in, this is our dashboard. And on the left panel, we will be able to see all of these sections. So let's click on landing pages. Over here, you can click on create a page to get started. So let's click on create new landing page. We will then be taken to the landing page templates. Here on the left panel, you will get to see all of these options that you can use to sort by. So as an example, let's select page type, and from all of these options, let's go with paid ads. After that, we will get to see all the available templates for paid ads. Now, let's just browse through the options, and once you like one, just click on Start Building or Preview to check out the entire template. For example, let's go with this one right over here. I will click on Preview to check it out first. And once it loads up, you'll be able to see the entire template. You can also switch between mobile and desktop view. If you like the template, just click on Use this template on the top right. Then it will take you to the next step. Just give it some time to load up. Over here, you need to give your page a name. So let's start off by typing in a name. For example, Facebook ads. And once you're done, just click on Continue. We will then be taken to the next section. So as you can see, we are now in the editor. We can start customizing this template from right here. We can select different sections or elements of this template to start customizing. If you go over to the left side panel, we will get to see all of these options there as well. Let's start off with layout. This is where you can see your page layout. And you can also click on Add a section in order to add a new section to the template. Then we have widgets. Here, we can see different options that we can choose from and add to our page. After that, there's style. We can use all of these customization options in order to make changes to the page style. After that, we have settings. This is where you can customize the page settings. We have options like SEO, social, analytics, and language. And lastly, we have Writing Assistant. To use this feature, we need to upgrade the plan. Now, let's head over to the logo. Here, we can select this image icon and upload our own image as the logo. We have options on the left to upload images or image generator. So let's select Upload Image and choose an image from our device. And once it's done uploading, you can click on My Uploaded Images on the bottom right. You will then be taken to all images where your uploads are. From here, just select the image and then put in a name for your image. For example, Cosmo. This step is optional. You can skip it if you want. Then you can even add an alt text. Once done, just click on Insert Image on the bottom right. And as you can see, the old image has been replaced by this new one. Then we can further customize this section by using these options on the bottom. For example, this paintbrush icon. From here, we have options to set the width of the image. We can also set a max image width by typing in the number right over here. We can also select Do not optimize this image, and it will stay the same size no matter what. But I would suggest not enabling that option, because the website will be used from different devices and it will not look good on all of them. Then we can use these options to change the position of the logo. And over here, we can make the logo square, rounded, or circular. Then we can use the slider to customize the intensity. So once done, let's move on to the next step. So over here, we can select this text. And after that, we can replace the text with anything that we want. So as an example, I will paste in this pre-written text, replacing the one on the template. Then we can start customizing the text. Just select it and go over to Edit Styles. So on the left side panel, we will get to see all the styles option available, or we can start editing from right here. So as you can see, there are a lot of font options available. Just go through them and choose the one that you want, and the font will change in real time on the main page. So this way, just scroll through and select your desired font. After that, we can set the font size from these options. Next, we have line spacing. And after setting line spacing, we can set the break margin. Just click on it and choose the number from these options. Then moving on, we have the usual bold, italic, underline, and the checked out option. We can even add a link to the text. Just click on it and select the click event. Going back, we have the option to position the text according to our preference. And once done, just cancel it and the text will be saved as you've customized. Now moving on to the next section, I'll go ahead and paste in my own text, replacing the template one. So here, I'll just select the entire text and paste the one I've copied. Then from this pop-up, I can change the font color. So here, just choose the one that you want and click on Add. I accidentally pressed the brand color option, so it took us to a different page. Now, let's go back and change the font. So over here on the font section, we can click on this and we will get to see all the options available. Choose your desired one and then set your text size. You can try out different text sizes and set it to the one that you like the most. And like before, you can set the line spacing as well. Same way for this, you can try out different ones. And if you want, you can use any of these options as well, depending on your preference. After that, let's go over to this email input section. After selecting it, we can see this pop up on the left panel. This is where you can edit your form. You can add an integration or enable spam or bot protection. Then we have fields. Here, you can choose what kind of field you want. You can change the label name and also the text on the placeholder. You can also add a field by choosing from any of these options. Let's select first name for instance, then click on Done. After that, we have actions. Here you can select where to send the visitor to. Then just select Save and Close. And as you can see, the new field has been added. You can even customize the button. So let's set a different name for this button. Just select the text and paste in your new text. After that, from here, we can edit it further. Let's click on this brush icon, and over here, we can choose between flat, line, and gradient. Next, we have the option to change the shape of the button. Then, we can set the button color to a different one as well. So as you can see, once we select one, it's being changed on the main screen as well. After that, let's go back. And over here, we have the font option for this as well. Same way as we did before, we can select a font from the options for this as well. And if you're not happy with the text size, you can use the slider to adjust it. We have another slider for line spacing as well. After that, you can change the button text color as well. Now, let's cancel it and see how it looks. And as you can see, it now has the email and first name option. Now, let's go ahead and click on the three dots of this section. After that, you will get to see options like Edit Section Settings, Add Section, and more. If we select Edit Section Settings, we will get to see all the elements of this section. For example, this image. So if we click on Choose Image, we will be able to replace the existing image with our own. So I'll select this one and click on Insert. And as you can see, our own image has been added as the background. And if you want to remove a certain section, just go over to that section and click on the three dots just like this. Then from the options, click on Delete and click on Delete again to confirm. And to add a new one, just click on Sections from the left panel. Then go to the section type and you will get to see all of these options to choose from. Let's go with FAQs for instance. And as you can see, all the FAQ section options will be available here. Just drag and drop the one that you want. And as you can see, this new section has been added instantly. Just go ahead and replace the template details with your own. So once you're done customizing your landing page and you're satisfied with the result, you can check it out for different device screens as well. You can choose between phone, tablet, and desktop from the bottom here. And you can scroll through and check out how it looks on that screen. So once you're done checking it out, you can either preview your website by clicking on Preview on the top right, or just click on Publish to make it live. And that's it. That is exactly how to create landing page for Facebook ads.